next up we have Catherine Scott. Give her a warm round of applause.
Hello. New one. My mum's cooking. Oh, I just love a steamed sponge pudding. It reminds me of my mother's cooking. She served it hot with thick sweet custard. We ate and ate till we were busted. She made bread and butter pudding and baked tart. Her rhubarb crumble was a work of art. She baked apple pies and lemon meringues. Just thinking of them now gives me hunger pangs. For our birthdays and special occasions, her sherry trifles were the sensations. And if that weren't enough to fill our bellies, she sprinkled coconut on strawberry jellies. At Christmas time, she was a master at preparing meals without disaster. And in the Christmas pudding, she would mix lots of silver threepenny bits. Yes, my mum knew how to put on a spread. She always kept us kids well fed. And those threepenny bits, I have mine still. A memorial to mum's cooking skill. We all get a bit scared about growing older. This one's called Growing Older Gracefully. As I grow older and I start to shrink and my hearing and eyesight goes on the blink, do you think there's any possibility that I might grow older gracefully? Will my skin go all thin and papery? Will I need a stick because I walk shakily? Will hair start growing out of my ears? But to be quite honest, that's the least of my fears. I'm scared that I'll lose my reasoning, my memory, my home, my whole being, my dignity, confidence, ability, my status, character, personality. I'm worried I'll have to go into a nursing home and I'll forget how to use my mobile phone, that I will become more argumentative, hard to handle, difficult and aggressive. I couldn't stand to be fed pulped up food or be given drugs to placate my mood. I would have to change my attitude from being obliging to downright rude. But I think growing older can't all be bad. People sort of accept it if you go a bit mad. They kind of expect you to lose your marbles. They'll say she talks nonsense. She talks sort of garbles. But life experience has taught me insistence. I've learned the necessity for persistence. I've learned to repeat, to wear down resistance, and I'm tolerated because of the inheritance. But I'm not there yet, no, nowhere near. Yes, I've still got quite a few more years. And there's a guy down the road invited me to bingo. And do you know, I think I'll go. Won't that upset the apple cart? Gran on a date, what a mucky old tart. Yes, I shall rock the boat deliberately because I intend to grow old ungracefully. I'm going to dye my hair bright blue and my nails bright red and die drunk and dishevelled in my garden shed. At the reading of my will, bingo man will shout house, but he gave me a thrill when he felt in my blouse. My work recently, I've been doing quite a lot of work with people who are depressed, and I wondered how that would make me, but actually it's been fine. So at the risk of my career, I've written a poem about depression. What's that, you say? You feel depressed? Oh, well, I know how you feel. You can't tell me about depression. I've suffered with it for years. My depression could wipe the floor with your depression. Ain't it awful? But over the years, I've learned to live with it, nurtured it. I've even given it a name, Ron. It had to be male. Yes, I know Ron like the back of my hand. I don't know what I'd do without him. How would I live? What would I do? He's safe. I know him. I'd be scared to lose him. I wonder, what would I have if I ditched Ron? Would I lose the other friends I depend upon? Like my anxiety, that's Phil. And my OCD, that's Jerry. There's a definite pattern of male dependency. Then the other day I met by chance a woman who really understands. She told me that she'd been the same except her disorders had had a female name. We chatted on for quite a while and I have to say I admired her style because although she was serious, she seemed quite bubbly. She'd banished her disorders and was feeling jubbly. When I got home I had a row with Ron and Phil and Jerry. I told them all to pack their bags and move back in with Cherry. I watched them as they gathered their stuff and I waved goodbye as they left. And although on one hand I felt relieved, on the other I felt bereft. It's been hard going since we split, but I've found myself new friends. The new guys that are moving in are bound to make amends. My life is going to be more fun with Tom and Bill and Nick. You probably know them by their other names, Blame and Fear and Panic. So you see, I'm going to have an exciting life because I'm clearly on the border of something far better than depression. It's complex personality disorder.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man, Larkin. Right, next up, we've got